Hello and welcome. I want to talk to you today about an incredibly interesting subject, other people. Other people are one of the best things about being human. They can also be one of the worst. And I know when I was first on my spiritual journey, when people talked to me about the only person that ever needed to change was me, I found that very, very confusing. When there were other people in my life doing stuff that, to me, it really looked as if they shouldn't be doing that, and if they were different, my life would be different. So if you've ever found yourself in that space, if you've ever found yourself having this idea that if someone else were to be different, then that would make your life much, much easier. What I'm going to say to you here is the only way that someone else in your life can be different is if you change. My own personal experience has been, even if I move away, take that person out of my life, whatever, all of the solutions that, set boundaries, all of these things that I have tried, I've been pointed towards, I've been told to do, and I've tried. The only thing that happens is that person or that behaviour or that thing will just pop up somewhere else in my life in potentially a different way. And what I really have seen through embodying, looking towards, getting curious about what does it actually mean when we say the only person there is to change is you. And that's kind of what I want to look at a little bit in this video. So, and I'm absolutely not saying that if someone is being abusive towards you, or someone is being really mean, or you want to get someone out of your life, absolutely do that. But what I am saying is, if you find yourself in those situations, if you are not prepared to address this within you, trust me, it will come back around into your life in some way or another. If your level of consciousness doesn't change, if you don't, you will find this same problem reoccurring. So when you get yourself into a space about where you can look at this and you can consider, how can you change? How can you show up differently? And I have seen this personally, from my own personal experience, and I've seen this so much with people that I have worked with, way too much to ever doubt that this is the only true way forward. So start with something that isn't the biggest thing in your world, that isn't bothering you the absolute most, but just if somebody is irritating you a little bit and it occurs to you that you would like them to be different. Or sometimes another very common one is when we want something for potentially someone we love, our child, or a dear one, someone who is very dear to us, when we want them to be different because we want them to have a better experience of life. Those are really good ones to play around with as well, to bring this back to you. So just think about how it is you would like this person to change. Would you like them to understand something? Would you like them to listen to you? Would you like them to be more loving? Would you like them to know themselves more? Would you like them to act in a slightly different way, do something that in your mind makes sense, that their life will be better if they do this in a different way? And whatever it is you want this person to do, find a way to turn that round and point it back to yourself, and find some way that you can do it. If you want someone to be more loving towards you, you be more loving. If you want someone to listen to you, you listen more. So find the sentence that sums up what it is you would like this person to do. Find, something that absolutely sums it up. And then find a turnaround, some way that you can turn that round and point it towards you, and you can do this thing. You want someone to wash up more often, you wash up more often. You want someone to put the toilet seat down, you make sure you put the toilet seat down every time you go to the toilet. Whatever it is, and as I said that, I can hear, that doesn't quite work because I don't lift the toilet seat up. But there are things that I do that could potentially be irritating for someone else. Find a way to when someone else goes to the toilet, be the one, take it on, that I am the one. It's my job to put the toilet seat down. Absolutely insist they don't, and step into making it my job to do that. Whatever it is, find something, a turnaround that fits for you, that when you say it, you like it, it makes sense, it lights something up in you, and play with that. Because the deepest truth of this is other people, every other person begins and ends in you. Other people, and understanding that there is only you to change, really highlights what oneness means within spirituality, how we talk about that. Because there is no separation, and if you change yourself, if your level of consciousness changes, if you are coming from a higher place, because those people do not exist as a separate entity from you, they only exist through you. The change in you will change them, and that is the only thing that ever has changed another person, and that ever will change another person. There is no other way to do this. And you can really see this if you notice when you don't feel so good, other people tend to be more irritating. When you're on top of the world, some of those things that really irritate you tend not to irritate you so much. But if you would like to be less irritated on an ongoing basis, when you would like to see people differently, more often, the only way to do that is to come back and raise your own level of consciousness. Understand yourself better. Change yourself. Become the person that you would like to be able to see other people in their perfection, in their most loving, in their most glowing terms. Because the more you see people like that, the more that is truly who they are, that you're seeing them most clearly when you see them in that way, and that will then reflect back at you. Anyway, I hope there's been something useful in this video. Please do feel free to leave your comments on it. I always love hearing your comments. If you've got other videos you'd like me to make, please let me know that too. And if this brings up questions for you, please ask those questions. I will answer them. It would be absolutely amazing to have you in my program, 365 Days of Cracking Creation, where we're diving deeply into all of this and having a little nudge every single day for an entire year to look in this direction, to look internally, to see how you being different makes the entire world different, and how recreating you recreates the whole world. So, hope to see you somewhere soon. Take care, have an amazing day, and I will see you soon. Lots of love. Bye for now.